What's up, everybody? What's up? It's Friday afternoon. It's a little past 4:20. You know what that means. Me and Big Mike Cox.
Oh, that too.
Yeah, sorry to delay you, Mike, but
It's okay, bro.
we got Chicago Pro coming up tomorrow in Illinois. Tim Gardner show. It does not have an open class this year for the first time ever, right? It's always had an open show, to the best of my knowledge.
Always.
But
yeah,
sanction fees are very, very high for open. But it does have every other division pretty much.
literally.
We're going to talk 212 because, you know, I always say we don't give enough love to the 212 guys. So let me set an example here and do a preview for a show that does have 212 and not open. It's got Classic Physique open, women's bodybuilding, which there's not a lot of women's bodybuilding shows. We'll go through some of those, and women's physique too, which some of these classes, these women's classes, they're in trouble. We need those numbers at the amateur level to get boosted.
Big time. Big time, dude.
So I'm going to get started with who I believe is the favorite. When I looked at the list, well, actually, you know what? First, I should probably I think I'll show the competitor list because it is massive.
Oh, my goodness.
It's a lot of people. You know, it doesn't have open, but look at all these people. Hold on a second, guys. Check this out.
Your Tim show always gets hundreds of athletes. Rosemont,
Illinois. I don't know where that is. In the past, the first year I went to that when I was covering it for MD, I remember, I landed in O'Hare Airport. How far away can the contest be? It was like an hour cab ride away. It was like a $200 cab fare.
Oh, my God.
I was horrified. But anyway, enough about that. Competitor list. So we have every Masters division here. So you ever wonder what happens to all these guys and girls with the Masters cards? Because open shows, a lot of them wouldn't really do well. They wouldn't be able to. You're 50, guy who turned pro at 50 or 60 or whatever. Good luck getting up there with the 30-year-olds or 35-year-olds.
Yeah, it's outlet for older guys, man. Like it's you know, if it wasn't for injuries, Ron, I would still be, you know, in that world, still be like training, competing, but you know, injuries and you know take its toll. But God bless these dudes, man, to be able to get up there still. I'm jealous as hell.
Yeah, I mean, John Hansen, God bless his soul, just turned pro yesterday, age 62.
He looks awesome.
Awesome. So we both decided on our comebacks. I'll be back in 2030. I will be turning 60 the fall of 2029, God willing. So I could do that show I could do the 16 over class in 2030. So my new shoulder, I should be huge again. All right. So they have men's bodybuilding over 40, men's bodybuilding over 45, men's bodybuilding over 50, 55, 60, 212 open, classic over 40, over 45, over 50, over 55, over 60. Woo!
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, men's, it just keeps going and going. Men's physique open, physique 40, over 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. One guy, Jeff, congratulations. You won.
All right, Jeff.
Women's bodybuilding, only 6 women for the open women's bodybuilding. Only 1 woman in the over 40 women's bodybuilding. So congratulations, Christina Arellano. Only 1 in the 45 plus. Congratulations, Heather. She's going to win that, obviously. 50 plus women's bodybuilding, 55 plus over women's bodybuilding. Open figure is a long list.
Figure's huge.
It always is. Geez. And then over 40 is pretty big. Figure over 45, over 50, over 55. 2 women in the over 60.
That's crazy. God bless them, man. That is awesome.
See, I'm getting old, so I'm not going to talk shit. I don't want to see a woman that's 60 years old in a bikini. Well, you know what? Am I going to get up there in a banana hammock at age 60? So who am I to talk shit? So women's bikini open, it's good list. 40 plus, 45, 50, 55, 60.
Look at
50,
this.
5 of them. Yeah, there's almost as many women's bikini over 60 pros in the show as there are open women bodybuilders.
I know, man. Look at that.
Big women's physique class, which is good to see because I'm worried about that division. I really am. Over 40, 45, 50, 55. Women's wellness open, over 40 and over 45. So, I'm sure there's a ton of crossovers if we look at it.
Oh, yeah.
There's got to be. But still, that's a lot of competitors. So, all right.
God bless the judges.
I'm going to leave it in the comments, guys. Look at the name on Mike that Mike has put for himself today. And 5 goodie points for the first person to correctly identify where he got that from. And if you don't, then man, you're all kids and you don't know. You just don't know anything. All right, so let's get into the 212 because
Yes.
212 does not have a ton of shows either. Really, it's nothing.
No.
Like so let's go for that. And yeah, I'm going to go to Instagram for quite a while here. And let's start with, I'm going to say my favorite to win this is Deck Trick Bo Lewis.
Big Bo.
So this was Bo yesterday. I can only remember him winning New York Pro because I was there, but I think he's won other shows. Yeah, he won Puerto Rico Pro as well.
Puerto Rico. And Atlanta too, maybe, I think. I know Puerto Rico.
I don't know if it was Atlanta or if it was the year, one of those COVID years when like the Chicago Pro was in Atlanta.
I think it was one of the COVID years. He won.
I was at those shows and like everything was either in Florida or Atlanta.
Yeah, Tampa.
Yeah, Tampa, right. Yeah, it was crazy. So he's my favorite. And he was in the I want to say 7th at the Olympia.
7th, yes. Was he 7th or 8th?
Okay.
He was top 10. He was top 10 at the Olympia.
Definitely was. So Bo, I mean, this guy's got a hell of a physique. And you know what? Another thing I want to give Bo a lot of credit for is he's one of those guys that actually asks for critiques and he goes to work on it. Like when he first turned pro, that was 98 weeks ago, so that's not recent. When he first turned pro at it was a Universe. He turned pro as was it over 40? I think he turned pro at 40.
Did he really?
Yeah. And, Levroni had him signed to his company for a minute. And we were talking, and I said, legs, man, you just need some legs. Your arms are all done. His chest, arms, shoulders were awesome. Back was pretty damn good. Legs were a weak point. They really were. And he's brought them up a lot. So, and that's not easy at any age, but 40 years old and over to bring up your legs, God bless you.
And too, Ron, he's been at it. I follow him on Facebook, so he's been kind of doing like focus on this show all year. Like he stayed lean all year round. Just stayed in that kind of meathead bubble year round. Didn't get too heavy. Trained hard all year round. So the improvements, we should see the improvements this weekend. But like I said, most guys, like you said, at any age don't really bring up weak body parts, let alone at 40 years old, right? So there aren't very many, if any, weak points on Bo. He is the highest ranking Olympian competing. So, obviously on paper, he is the favorite. But except it's just he comes in condition, and when he's in shape, he is always usually rewarded.
Yeah. And I've never said anything about it, but people like to joke about Bo because he was gifted with
gifted. He was gifted.
He's very big downstairs, and his member is very large. It's like they joke about it. I've never said anything, but I actually feel bad for the guy, which is ironic because that's what most guys like. We wish we were gifted like that because it's a very rare thing. But the fact is, the guy's got a great physique, but people talk about that all the time, and they make jokes about it and stuff. And he's never addressed it. I actually do feel bad for Bo because he works his ass off to be the best bodybuilder he can possibly be, and that's all a lot of people ever want to talk about.
It is, man. It's just, I don't know. It's the sport. Like, we're half naked, right? I mean, a year. Remember, like 1 year there was a bikini girl whose suit was very small from the back, and you could see it was just winking at you. Everybody saw it, right? But it's the sport, and unfortunately, or fortunately, in real life, it's just a talking point, right? Sometimes we are sophomoric in our thinking and in our ways, but this is a visual sport, right? If you have fake calves or fake glutes, some of that's maybe not, I'd say, in the norm,
yeah,
right? Because when you're dehydrated, that's not happening, right? On stage, right. Your nerves, and so it is what it is, and he's just he's built his physique up to where, like, that's a great shot right there. Yeah. So when he's in shape, man, it is what it is, right, Ron? It's just, you can't avoid it.
Yeah. But I mean, like I said, I just want to give him credit because he's one of the best 212s in the world. He's been top 10 at the Olympia. He's got pro wins. I mean, that's phenomenal. And
super nice guy too, man. Like super, super nice guy.
So humble. I believe he's religious and all that. Good for him. Yeah. I mean, works his ass off. Lives down
Always friendly, always got positive, man. Like the one year he had some extra food. He said, hey, he wants some extra food, like meal prep food. So very, very outgoing, very nice guy. And he's one of those guys, dude, to where, we've got the I don't say top tier Olympians, and he's just right under that edge of being breaking in that top six, top five. So I don't know, man. Like I think crazy and conditioning to put him over to make him in that top five, top six area, but it's tough. He's a perennial top 10 Olympian, which is the best in the world.
Yeah.
But I just think sometimes he gets overlooked because we put all the focus on Keon, on Clarita, on like the new 22-year-old kid. So some of the other guys with great physiques don't get a lot of love, So I'm hoping Bo gets some love, gets the Olympian, man, and he does it for the old cats. Anybody over 40 is my favorite.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
And you got legs like that over 40, you're still competing over 40. God bless you, bro.
Easy Perina, Easy Epiza zero on. I don't know how to say it, man. I know he's got a great channel.
Yes.
We don't. Oh boy, I don't know why they didn't have open. I'm speculating. Maybe they didn't want to pay the fee for it, but I don't know. I don't know
either, man. Like
we're only speculating.
And just to open, well, not to dwell on it, but the numbers were pretty good. But again, this is a business,
Absolutely. I mean, I've heard more than I've talked to probably 10 or 20 promoters over the years, like at length between when they were off time, and I know that the pro shows are very hard to make money. That's why they all have amateur shows with them.
Yeah.
Because if you just put on a pro show, you're probably not going to make any money because you got to pay the sponsor fee, you got to pay the prize money. It's a lot.
The judges, a hotel, all that stuff, man. It's a lot of money.
All right, so that's my favorite, Bo. But let's keep going because he's not the only 212 guy. This guy I interviewed just a few days ago, last week. He's making his comeback after 6 years.
Yeah.
Dwayne Quamina. So here he is.
Huge.
So he did. I'll find it, but 5 weeks before the show, he was looking like a busted can of biscuits. He was way out of shape, and his coach Blue Taylor didn't want him to do the show. He said, let's think about something a little further down the line because you're not going to be ready for this. He didn't want him to get up there and embarrass himself, but he busted his ass, did all the cardio, went zero carbs. He dropped 20 pounds or something in the space of 3 weeks. And he's stage ready. He's ready to go now.
That's crazy, man. Blue's a good coach. Blue's a good coach, though, man. Blue really knows the stuff. His clients get in really good shape. Dude, if you come after a 6-year layoff to look like this, that's not easy to do. Right, to be stage ready, like this is a very, very impressive physique. When he was around before, he was impressive. He got the little dust up with Lunsford at the 2018 Olympia.
Didn't he call him out at the press conference?
Yes, remember that shit? That was wild. Didn't work out too good. Lunsford got top 5 or that year second? I think that year
he got 10th, I think. So yeah,
something like that. Yeah, but. Listen, man. It's a sport. Like no harm, no foul. Talking smack never hurt anybody. Yeah. But he's got a rugged physique, bro. Like that's craziness, isn't it?
Yeah, and he's 5'2" on a good day. So he's another Sean Clarita, basically, just a little tank. We could say that because neither of us are very tall. So
no, at all.
I don't feel bad referencing other short people. Put that. Was this the one? 1 week out. Okay, no, that was. I want to show the 4-week transformation because it was wild how much weight he lost. It's
amazing, how quickly some of these guys are getting in shape. And this is what you mean by like you gifted, like to be able to get in that kind of shape that fast. Yeah, it's hard work. And I'm sure he busted his ass and starved to death. But these guys are just the cream of the crop, man.
So here we go. Look at this. This was.
What?
I think this is only a 4-week difference. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's. Yeah, he was friggin' fat. Sorry. Nah, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
So and he's got a Christmas tree there too. From no Christmas tree to like.
Look at that. Oof, doughboy.
That's hard work. So, and before everybody goes, oh, it's drugs. No, It's not. That's suffering. That's cardio. That's no carbs.
I don't want to hear it's drugs anymore when half the country's on Ozempic. Yeah. I don't want to hear it.
Exactly.
Oh,
Thank you, dude.
Look at that 6-month transformation.
That's absolutely insane.
Dude, he looks like a busted can of Play-Doh on the left.
That's great. That's an amazing transformation, bro. And you curious to see if there's any kind of like stage rust, especially because we haven't posed on a stage for a long time. It's a lot different than posing at home, no matter how much you want to say it's not. Under the lights, dehydrated, just making sure everything's hit perfectly. So it'll be interesting to see how his presentation is after so much time off. But it's probably like riding a bike. Once you hit a few shots, you'll be okay.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is he actually stopped training completely for, I think it was about 2 or 3 years in that time. Didn't touch a weight. So it wasn't like he's been training the whole time. He had a long break in there where he wasn't a bodybuilder, basically. Oh, here's the one I wanted to say. Yeah, 24. Okay, yeah. So this is the before and after from how fat he was before.
Dude, that is bananas.
Yeah, I want to say this is a 4-week transformation, but
look at that. He had an ab.
God. So yeah, I'm always amazed to see people go from, I don't care how many drugs you take, you have to suffer to go from that to that.
And you look at the pecs and the side chest and the side tricep, how it kind of goes from like cheeseburger to like solid.
Cheeseburger.
Dude, that's craziness, man.
Yeah, so
good for him though, bro. Like that's hell of motivation. I'm sure like after those 2 years off, I'm sure his body kind of just like sucked it up and just he's fresh, Ron. You know what I mean? Like that kind of taking that kind of time out, your body's fresh, your receptors are fresh. I'm sure he'll compete doing more shows. You get your body ready. But it's good to have some fresh talent, some new meat on the scene.
Is that blue? That's not the blue. 4 effing weeks. So this guy Darren says all shows should have open. No, you know how many shows there are total? How many pro shows? If you do the math on that IFBB Pro page, I think, because a lot of these shows, it'll be like I don't know, the Southwest Florida, and then it'll have like the NPC Southwest Florida featuring Pro Bikini and Pro Men's Physique. There's like 3, 4, 5 of those shows every weekend, all year long. So there's a couple hundred pro shows at least. And
pro bikini shows every weekend. It's like three or four bikini shows every weekend.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, no, it's impossible to have that many open shows just because I said the logistics. A lot of promoters can't afford it. And I don't think there should be, because there's like over 100. Someone was it Muscle Discord put up? There's like 115 pro bikini shows this year.
Oh my God, that's insanity.
If we had 115 open shows, the quality would just be so watered down. I can't imagine who would be showing up at some of these shows.
Kenny Jones can make a comeback.
Kenny's actually not as bad as some of the people I've seen. So.
No, Ron, not at all, not whatsoever.
Let's look at a couple more guys. Kevin Johnson, One Man's Talent. It's hard to find pictures of him on his page because he's a coach and he's a really good coach. He puts a ton of people up. Oh, that was an old picture, 148 weeks ago. That was him and Keon at some point in 2023, I think it was. But that's Kevin on the left. He's got a hell of a physique.
And we got a lot of top names in some of these shows. There's a lot of fresh talent that comes out. There's going to be somebody in this 212 class that's going to shock the hell out of everybody. He may not win the show, but you can be like, holy shit, who is that guy?
And I feel bad because I'm not going to mention them because I don't know who the hell they are, but they're going to look awesome. So yeah, this was him. This was Kevin from 2005 to 2020. Look at that structure. Look how wide the shoulders are, that narrow ass waist.
Hashtag bodybuilding, bro.
Yeah.
You can't train that kind of structure, man. It's just that's God given, bro.
Yeah. So he's got a great physique. I expect him to be in the top call out. So this was I don't know when this was. It's 258 weeks ago. I don't know. I can't even do the math on that. It was like 5 years ago, I guess.
Dude, you know there's some crazy European that's going to show up at this show that we've never heard of. They're probably just going to look like absolutely like bonkers.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the name. I'm looking at the names. I'm trying to figure out who's going to surprise me. I have no idea. On these previews, guys, I usually just go with the names people I've heard of, because typically if they've got a track record, I can expect that they're probably going to do pretty well.
Yeah, it's nothing personal.
Yeah, 300.
It's just the sport's so big now. It's just impossible to know like that awesome, crazy dude from Czechoslovakia. You know what I mean?
Dude, I mean, people turn pro like every
weekend.
It is every weekend somewhere. People are turning pro. Yeah.
Insane.
Oh, he was classic. That's right. He's moving up from classic to 212.
It's I think, dude, there are quite a few classic guys that could probably do that to make that move up.
Cool.
So anyone that does that, props to you, because it's just sometimes the point of the sport is to keep getting bigger, and eventually you're going to outgrow your class, right? If the goal is to body build, you're going to get bigger and bigger in the outgrow your class. So I think if you get some classic guys, there's conditions similar to the 212 guys.
Yeah,
it's just they may not have that kind of crazy fullness yet, but man, like conditioned. I'm a conditioned dude, so those 212 guys get crazy shredded from all the classic guys.
Right on. So I did see one name that kind of sounded familiar from outside the U.S. because I'm a dumb American. I only know mostly American bodybuilders. So this is Hamid Juma from. He was a Sharu Classic 212 champion. He was in the 212 Olympia. I got to see what country he's from. I think it was Bahrain. Yeah, like I said, I don't keep track of everybody like I should. So Hamid is from. God, that list is so long. It really is. So that's. It started with 212. Okay, open 212. Yeah, Bahrain, which is. I don't know where that is. Do you know where that is? Somewhere
in the Middle East. Like,
I mean, we can safely say it's in the Middle East somewhere.
Yes.
Maybe from the Emirates countries. I don't know.
Yes, it's one of it's not on the list. Put it that way.
Oh, so this was done. Was this year's New York Pro? I don't know.
Was it competing here this year?
I don't know. This was a New York Pro. Who's that there? I mean, that's Freya Angel. Yeah, I think that was the New York Pro because the young kid, didn't he beat Angel at that show?
No, he beat Angel overseas. I think Angel, he was sick. Did he win in New York? He won in New York, bro. He won overseas. Because Angel did New York.
You're right.
He did open in New York, I think, right?
Did he? I don't know. He just tore his tricep, poor guy.
I saw that. My memory's so bad. I think he did open. I don't remember. He did New York.
Well, anyway, here's Hamid. And he's got a really good physique, so I expect this guy. He'll be a first call out guy.
That's great, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, he's the conditioning. We always talk about the Europeans and the Middle Eastern guys always bring the conditioning.
The conditioning stands out, man. Like being big and full is awesome, but like I'd rather have a ripped up ass.
Well, big and full sometimes gets you third call out if you suffer. So
look at that condition, though, man.
Yeah, and this is just somebody's iPhone.
Yeah.
This isn't
and that good. And his color is phenomenal. His color with the suit color.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen a lot of guys from Middle East with that skin tone with that same color suit. It seems to work very well.
It works great, and that's like little stuff like that makes a big difference.
Yeah, I mean, I remember in the old days hearing, dark suits, you can't go wrong. Dark color, never wear white because your tan might run and you look like you just rolled around the mud. I always stayed away from the bright colors because I didn't.
Yellow, no, it was always black. I did think he did red one time.
And did your tanning stuff fuck it up or no?
Yes, that was the dream tan year. Oh, look at that! I'd crap myself.
Dude, I knew the guy that introduced Dream Tan to the USA. And it got banned eventually.
Yeah, dude, it destroyed your hotel room. Destroyed. But it was so quick to put on.
It's because of Dream Tan that all the hotels started this policy where if you were there for a room block for that contest, you had to sign a waiver saying you were responsible for any sheets and bedding that you destroyed, financially responsible.
Oh, and we were young and dumb too. So we'd be in the bathroom just pain and it's fucking like shit everywhere. And you just not really thinking anything about it. God.
So here's Hamid at the Texas Pro last year. He got 6th place out of 18 athletes.
That's listen. I think people forget, man, that they go, oh, well, he was 6th. But these are professional bodybuilders. I think a lot of times because there's so many pro cards that placing top 10 gets lost, right? Everybody can't win. Everybody can't place 3rd or 2nd, but somebody's got to play 6th. And you play 6th at a professional bodybuilding competition. That ain't bad, man. Like that's like everybody can't be Flex Lewis.
True. Well, only Flex Lewis can be Flex Lewis.
Yes.
Let's see. First place, Bo. Yeah, I wouldn't bet against him. Angel did
No.
open. Oh, thank you, Nigel. So Angel did open, and Francisco won 212 at the New York Pro.
Okay.
Okay. But I think Francisco did beat him. You're right, at one of those many, many European shows that followed after the Olympia.
Yeah, Francisco's no joke, bro. Like that kid's special.
So I don't know who else is doing 212. I mean, I don't recognize any of the names. So if anyone in the chat, if there's anybody that you know is really, really good, and not just saying it because he's like your buddy at the gym or something, let me know and we'll take a look at him. But I want to move on to Classic has a couple really good guys.
Yes.
I see. My favorite to win would be Camilo Diaz. So let's take a look at Camilo. This guy gets into some crazy condition. And the pictures aren't even cooked. I mean, that's a Gilco picture.
And you know what's funny, Ron? This dude's been doing. I've been seeing him do Tampa and Chicago for the past like 5 years. And when he first started, he wasn't that great. He wasn't that conditioned. But every single year, he got better and better and better.
Yeah.
Look at that shit, dude.
Yeah, condition doesn't get much better than what this guy brings.
No.
I'm trying to remember, was he trying open before? I know he's one of those guys that switched to division.
If I'm not mistaken, he was open. And he wasn't. He was good, but he wasn't like this. Right.
Well, I think he was trying to play the size. You know, when you're open, you have to play the size game because there's some big mother effers in the open. But classic in 212, you rarely see anyone out of shape because of that weight cap. It forces most of them, to really suck down to the weight where they're going to be shredded. And look at that. That's pretty awesome.
And that's how bodybuilding should be. And then I'm an open bodybuilding guy, right? But I love these guys, their shape, and especially like I said, the condition is just so bizarre because he's flowing on stage, smiling, but he's hungry and thirsty as shit, right? So you know how much you had to suffer.
Look at that.
To get the top of the glutes are in, dude.
Oof, ridiculous. Look at the ham.
That's hard work.
Some of these guys in various classes, like the whole back of the leg, there's not one line. This is how it's supposed to look, where looks like about 10 steel cables just wrapped around a femur in the back there. That's how it's.
And that's what it. And I know condition not everything, but like you cannot ignore at all.
Well, he also has a good amount of size, and he has great shape.
Yes.
So.
And the presentation is top notch. How his arms are. Look at how the elbows are in the front double, and the legs are.
Yeah, I think there was a video under that too from New York Pro. Another video. Yeah. So this was 8 weeks. They always have the same backdrop, so I never know what damn year it is. But this was one of those New York Pros. I've seen this guy probably 8 or 10 times over the years. Never disappoints. Always in shape.
No, always.
Let's see. Feliz. So happy. I'm not going to try to translate. I'm not going to make you guys suffer through my Spanish struggles here. But Camilo looks pretty freaking great.
And too, I'd like to say all the classic guys too, man. They all pose. Their present individual routines are just phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of talk about the posing round where there should be judged and all this, and if it was, the classic guys would pretty much kick ass. Well, it's not judged from one class to another, but the open guys, most of them wouldn't do very well if you're judging the actual posing prowess and how well they're doing it. These guys, I mean, you look at like Terrence Ruffin or Logan Franklin. These classic guys are phenomenal. Camilo, look at that. Terrence
he's that guy to where when he comes out, you go like this. You're ready for his routine because you know it's going to be ridiculous, and it doesn't disappoint anytime. None of the classic guys do.
Yeah, absolutely. So Camilo Diaz, phenomenal. This is my favorite. I don't know if who's beating him, but if anyone beats him, it was a long list of guys. And I apologize if I'm missing someone who's awesome and I'm not familiar with them. But I did see this guy's name here, Damian Patrick, because I've seen Damian before. Super impressive. Look at that. Looks like Rolly Winslow. Doesn't he look like Rolly?
Very much so. Look, and it was too the rounded delts were phenomenal.
He has awesome delts. Trying to find. So there was a back shot. This was 6 months ago. Third pro win. So he's got how many pro wins does he have? I think it's at the top there. He's been to Olympia 3 times.
There's no slouch, bro. That's no slouch.
So either he has 3 pro wins or he got there on points at least once. Yeah, look at that.
Damn.
That's classic. You know, some of these guys I always say, well, they're kind of like a body. To me, that's a bodybuilder. It's not really classic. But then a guy like this, you say, that's classic. That's classic.
You know classic when you see it. Like, right? You don't sometimes have to tell you they have a classic physique. You see it on stage.
Yeah, I mean, not to knock the Masters guys, but I see guys turning pro and Masters who there's nothing really classic about their physiques. They just were able. They're smaller bodybuilders who were able to make the weight, but
right, and that's fine. But this dude's an Olympian, right? So and even when you look at him pose, just even that twisting back shot, and the ab, how he just kind of twists his hips right there, and the ab thigh, where it's not straight on. The hips are kind of slanted a little bit. It's little things like that go a long way.
So this is backstage at, I don't know if it was just the Olympic. Oh, there's some other show. Yeah, see, it says Southern Muscle Showdown. So that's what I'm saying. That was some NPC show that had a pro classic division tacked onto it. Probably had, I bet it probably had bikini too, I'm guessing.
There's a lot, even in Florida, there's a lot of like pro bikini men's physique shows that are with like a lot of local shows.
I mean, I wish they would make it public. They're never going to, but how many pros there are in each division? I'd be so curious to know. I bet you there's like at least 3,000 bikini pros in the world.
Oh, it's maybe more.
And men's physique. I bet there's at least 2,000 to 3,000 of each of those now.
I mean, how many get to the Olympia? Like 100? Like 70?
Well,
I mean,
qualified. Yeah, I mean, you usually have 70 to 80 qualified. And I think out of that, they're not all going to go to the Olympia. Most of them do, but not all.
No. Say 20 don't go. But that's still like, 50 people, and all people at their shows, especially those European shows. There was a bikini show in Russia that they had. They actually won a show somewhere in like Uzbekistan.
Well, they had a pro show in Tunisia last week. I think it was last weekend.
Really?
The same day as, weren't we all just following some pro show?
Tunisia?
Yeah, so it was the Euro Muscle show in Amsterdam was last week. But Tunisia it's in Northern Africa. It's where they filmed the Tatooine scenes in the movie Star Wars. So
yes.
It's the only reason I know where Tunisia is. Like everyone else knows Star Wars.
Dude.
Damian looks awesome. But let's turn our attention to women's bodybuilding because I'm so guilty of not really showing them enough love on this channel. So let me do at least a little bit. My favorite right now, she is the Chicago Pro Champ from 2024, the Tampa Pro Champ from 2024. Sorry, did I say 24 for both? Chicago, she won this in 23. She won the Tampa show last year, and she's been 4 times pro. She was an NPC national champion too, I believe, Christina, right?
What 6 at the Olympia? She's first called at the Olympia.
Yeah. So, she's out in Vegas with her husband. He's Joey Belt. Is his real name Joey Beltran? Joey Belt. Joey Belt is his Instagram. He's opposing coach. She's opposing coach. So between the two of them, of course, she's going to have an amazing routine every time. But I remember seeing her at. Were you with me in Tampa? Didn't she? I don't think she turned pro there, but I think that was the first time we saw her. Maybe it was one of her pro debuts, and we were just in awe of her quads.
She's a pro debut. Dude, this girl is. This is what bodybuilding is. Where she's kind of like a bigger Anya Longer, so to speak, a little more muscular. Like she checks, as Bob said, she checks all the boxes, right? It's not a physical appearance show, but it does help. but the small waist, the posing, the skin color, the suit, everything she does is flows well. And you know, this I love her physique. I love this. I love Andrea Shaw. I think she's going to be one of the all-time greats.
Oh yeah.
But this, I think, she's not too big, right? She's not huge.
Well, you know what?
So
The elephant in the room in this case is, are women bodybuilders supposed to be sexy? No, they're athletes. They're not supposed to. The men aren't judged on like how good looking they are and how sexy
no,
they are. But if you want the sport to grow, if you have one woman who's not very attractive and maybe she's got a receding hairline and things like that, and then you have another one who looks like this, she's better for the growth of the sport just because average people aren't going to be like, oh, God, she looks. This woman, for all the muscle she has, there's nobody that can say this looks like a man. That is a woman. That's all woman right there.
No, and she cares it well. She's not. And again, I'm an old school meathead. I love the freaky physiques, like the whole Nikki Fuller type look. But where we're at in the women's sport is it's teetering, bro. Like you have 6 girls here. There's maybe, I don't know, maybe another 6 in Tampa coming up. I'm sure the Rising Phoenix will be huge, but they got to come out, got to support, and got to compete. But I think Christina is just, like I said, she checks all the boxes, and I think she would be a great Miss Olympia. But physically, there's some girl, because it's a muscle show, Ron. It's a muscle show.
Yeah,
she's not huge. She's not that she's big, but she's not huge, right? So it'll be interesting to see how she does. Should she win this show, how she'll do in October.
Yeah, and Andrea Shaw, for all the muscle she carries, she's very feminine looking still too,
yes.
Which is crazy. She's got like 18-inch arms.
Huge,
legit,
huge, like legit. It's a big girl. It's a big girl.
But Christina looks phenomenal. Next one I want to look at, well, because she was nice enough to give me one of the very first interviews once I rebooted this channel. When the hell did I do that? After MD went.
Yeah.
Very, very open about the PED side of women's bodybuilding. And I also give her a lot of credit. This is Anastasia Ryder. Is she from your area?
Yeah, Tampa.
So we saw her try to get her pro card at the Tampa Pro a few years ago.
Yeah.
And she was so out of shape.
Yes.
And I called her out on it, and she took it like a champ. She didn't say, how dare you? I didn't make excuses. She just she came back better, and she got her pro card. Well deserved. And she's a big woman. She's I think she's like 6 foot.
She's a big chick, dude. She's big. Has a very big frame, right?
Yeah. So this was 9 weeks out.
But she's improved a lot from like last year. I just saw a recent picture of her, dude. She looks good. Like I think AJ had a picture of her on Facebook, and she made a lot of improvement. She loves bodybuilding. She likes us. She loves bodybuilding. She's open and honest. Oh, that's Powerhouse Gym right there around that gym. Okay. That is the best gym in Tampa. Old school, no AC, awesome equipment. Love that place, man. Best gym I've ever been at.
Looks like it's got a lot of natural sunlight coming in, which is great for pictures.
Natural sunlight. Yeah, just open the door. It's a big fan in there, man, in the summertime.
So it's like Metroflex.
Yes, cleaner.
Okay, well, that doesn't take much.
Yeah, but she's good. I think she may push Christina. It just depends on like I said, that final condition, right?
Well, she looks like this. I've never seen her this lean before, so
no.
She's really figuring out the condition aspect of it. So
that was always her kind of Achilles heel, was that condition.
100%. Let me see if we got any suggestions, guys, for people that I'm missing that are awesome.
She's like rock hard, man.
Yeah. So that's all I have for the women's bodybuilders. But like I said, guys, if you know anyone else on the list you want me to take a look at, let me know. I'm going to turn my attention to women's physique.
Yes,
it's a division that, again, I'm worried because the numbers at the local level, I don't see. I go to some amateur shows around here. There's no women bodybuilders. There's no women's physique competitors, or there might be one. So
Ron, it's just these girls get very conditioned and very hard, right? And I guess I don't know how you don't see that really too much on that local level too much anymore.
Yeah. So here is one of my favorites because I don't know who's going to win, but this is her name in China is Bian Ruying. She goes by Olivia when she's here stateside because she does come to the USA. She was here for a while. Now she's back in China, I believe. This was her in Toronto last year. She's tiny. She's like 5 foot on a good day, maybe 4'11". And I remember the very first time I saw her was, I don't know if it was 20. It was one of the first time that MD sent me to the Legion Sports Fest out in California. I didn't know if she was competing because she didn't have any tan. She was pasty white, working a booth with a Supergirl tank top on. She was so jacked. And then I said, "Wow, you look great." She goes, "I'm competing tomorrow." Like, "Oh, all right." So, yeah, very, very good poser.
Dude, amazing poser. Like you kind of wish like guest posing was still a thing because she would be hired quite a bit. How entertaining! It's very it kind of embodies China. Like it's very. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. I'm trying to find some
Gotta
video.
be PC.
She needs to have some video of her posing up on her channel. God, come on, girl.
It's amazing. Great calves, good condition. Very funny.
Oh, she's hilarious. I mean, if you guys don't follow her, she's got it's a very dry sense of humor because it's like a deadpan monotone voice. But here's a little posing. Let's see if I can expand it for you. This was Toronto this year? No, last year. This is last year's Toronto. So yeah, look at that. She gets down.
It's so like how she just flows. It's like effortlessly.
Yeah. And of course, like every Asian bodybuilder, massive lower body.
Calves are crazy, man. Incredible calves.
Yeah.
She's not the widest girl or the biggest girl, so that does kind of limit her as far as like how much size she could put on. But it's these girls, they love the sport. They love bodybuilding, man. And instead of just seeing someone like this on stage, it takes you. I'm not trying to sound like an angry old man again, but it takes you back to when presentation was a real big part of the sport, right? Like I hated dieting, but I loved posing on stage. The night show was my favorite part. Oh. It was intoxicating to me.
I got best poser a few times, and I think I would have gotten it almost every time, just because I knew my physique was never going to be awesome. I knew that. So what could I control? I could get super ripped. I can do that, and I can really work on my posing and be a great poser. So those are two things that were totally under my control, and I tried to master both of those. But she's very, very entertaining to watch. She's somebody that if I was at the show and I missed her routine, I'd be upset. I'd be like,
yes. And I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to go to the women's portion in a couple weeks in Tampa, just to support the ladies, man. Just listen, you know how long it's going to be around, so I want to go, get it while it's getting.
Oh, I want to put this because she is hilarious. I want to put one of her clips up.
Wrestling, they want to pay me and wrestling with me. I'm very short. I'm only 5. I have short legs, small and cute. I'm not big like you think. If I wrestling with you, I will die. I don't want to die. Many years ago, I tried to fight with a boy, 10 years old, maybe. He beat me. So I'm running and say, don't beat me, don't beat me, don't beat me. So this is me. I can't wrestling with you, so just pass me. When you think about, I have money. I want wrestling with a lady, the muscle lady, sexy muscle lady. Oh, Olivia, don't think about Olivia. No, Olivia. No. Something.
Hilarious. Gotta love it.
Great.
It's there's so much of that content on her page, guys, because she does not take herself seriously. Like, you don't even know, was she joking there? I don't think so.
No, I'm pretty sure that was serious. And is that still a thing? Guys still do that?
I guess so. I guess so.
Shit,
so
man.
Here's another women's physique competitor who is probably going to do very well. Let's see. So she turned 50, and this was 121 weeks ago. So she must be 52 or so by now.
Damn.
Yeah, she's been around for a minute. I've seen Heather for years.
Years.
Women's physique, 6-time Olympian. Top 3 twice. I'm sorry, 3 times. Wait a minute. 2 times she was in the top 3. She's won 6 pro shows. Wow. So, and she's been in the Olympia 6 times. So Heather Grace, yeah, she definitely has to be the favorite, if not a. I'm going to say right now, she's probably the favorite.
And you,
yeah, can I get away with this? I think I can.
Yeah, you're fine, dude. Wait, this is what you call muscle maturity, right? We wanted like somebody when people say old man muscle or what muscle maturity. Heather's got muscle maturity. It's a different look than some of the other young. Then it'll look different than Christina's physique, right? The muscularity look different.
Now you can't say old lady. That sounds worse than saying old man for some reason, doesn't it?
But dude, like the fact that she is like my age and doing this, it literally blows my mind.
And I don't see any stretch marks, loose skin.
Dude, no, like where's all the loose skin? Like it's bothering me.
So yeah, I'm gonna say this is my favorite to win women's physique, Heather Grace. This was how long ago? This was 170 weeks. I'm not good.
She gets crazy. Well, listen, all these girls in this class, they get super conditioned. Like these girls are like bone dry, rock hard, right? So, but again, dude, right? Sometimes it's weird because at these shows, it's a different look than what you see at the Olympia, right? So it's curious. It'll be curious to see, because what is it? I'm drawing a blank. Who's Miss Olympia for this?
Oh, is it
Sarah?
Sarah, right?
Right.
Sarah Villegas. Sorry,
Villegas. Yes. So it's just it's funny how judging at smaller shows compares to judging at the Olympia or the Arnold Classic.
Yeah, well, I think the judging standards are the same. Like I've heard people say, like when they talk about the Mr. Olympia, they go, "Well, at the Olympia, they're looking for more size." And they're always looking for the best physique possible.
Right. Exactly.
Bigger guys that get to the Olympia. So, yeah, if you're not a big guy and you're on the Olympia stage with someone your height who's got 30 pounds on you, you're probably shit out of luck. But yeah, Heather looks great. Who else?
So crazy condition. 52 years old. God bless you, Heather.
This next woman, I'm only showing. She's probably gonna do well anyway. But the reason I'm showing her because she used to go to my gym until she moved to Tennessee with her guy a couple of years ago.
Shoulders.
So she was at my gym and I don't think she'd even competed yet. And I remember walking up to her and she's like, "Oh, this creep." But I'm like, I with all due respect, I made sure I wasn't trying to hit on her. And I said, I've been around the sport very like you're going to be a pro. And she's like, "You think so?" I'm like, "Just trust me. Yeah. If you go for your pro card, you'll get your pro card." And I think she got it on her first try.
Jesus, dude.
Yeah. She's very, very genetically gifted and she trains her ass off. I remember.
You got to respect that, man.
Yeah, I remember seeing her. This is from last year. Yeah, I mean, she is probably about 5'4".
5'4"?
Yeah, which is the average. That is the average female height. What do you think the average American woman weighs at 5'4"? The average.
I'm not even gonna touch that question, dude.
It's okay. You can touch it. It's 160.
But I would say 155.
Yeah, you were right there. You were close. So, and that's not like a ripped, muscular 160.
No, pretty sure. So she's great, man.
She goes by the name Concrete Barbie. She's in Tennessee, so
her shoulders are just shredded.
Yeah. So you can imagine. I mean, my gym does have it fluctuates, but we always have between 6 and 10 pros training there.
That's insane, dude.
Pros, and then there's another like 4 or 5 that I think if they try to turn pro, they could turn pro. Either they don't care or they just they don't have the discipline to eat right.
That's just motivation. That's good motivation to see that because you don't see that like. Well, let me rephrase that. There's a lot of pros everywhere, right?
Yeah.
So I'm sure there's some I see on the competitor list that there was one that like literally went to the same gym I went to. I had no idea she went there. No clue.
Someone just told me to check out Matt Norman, so let's see if I can find him. I did ask people to suggest competitors to me. Matt Norman, okay. All right, so Matt is Classic Physique Pro. And yeah, Indy Pro. Oh, so he did the Indy Pro, which again, that's a show. Indy used to have an open men's bodybuilding.
They did too.
I was there when Blessing won. I was there when who else won that show?
Who else won that?
It was only an open show for a couple of years. But I went the first
I forgot.
Yeah, I forget too. I went to it for the first 2 years.
I know Epler took second 1 year, I think, right? That was his coming out party.
I don't know. They still have 212. They still have, I think they still have every other division. They just don't have open men, which is kind of like why we forgot about it. So this was his
man.
debut. All right, so this is his rookie year. This guy, Matt Norman, he looks great. Took
Complete
9,
physique.
and that condition was dead on. Couldn't ask for better condition.
You got to respect that.
Yeah.
Maybe a little more size, but the condition, he's got the condition part nailed.
Yeah, I'll say genetically he's not as gifted as some of the guys in the division because honestly, I think classic is where you see. I shouldn't say that because you have genetic phenomenons in every single division, but some of these guys, to me, in classic and even men's physique, huge shoulders, wide backs, and these little wasp waists. It doesn't even make sense to me.
Some of these guys were born for this. Like they were just, and some men's physique, it is crazy how small their waists are, and how it almost looks like Brian Buchanan. Some of them look like.
Another reference from, that's going back to the late 80s.
I know, dude.
Yeah, that's a guy that I thought was going to do more than he did.
I thought he was going to do phenomenal. After that took second to Christian at Pro World, I'm like, all right, maybe he'll pick top 5, but it's just the legs, man. Just couldn't never get those legs.
Let's follow him back. You follow me, you're a good guy. I follow everyone back who follows me. That's why I follow like 10,000 people. What the hell? It doesn't cost you anything.
It's true.
Guys, I'm so close to 10,000 subscribers on this channel. I don't get like a gold medal or anything if I get it, but I think I'm only like 70 away. So if you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe. It doesn't cost you a damn thing. So
I'll make sure Mandy's subscribed too.
Yeah, Matt looks great. Good luck to you, Matt. Does anybody else that you want to suggest, guys?
Bueller.
Let's take a look at the list and see any of these 212s jump out to you that you've heard of before.
No, but Keith Williams. Remember Keith Williams?
Yeah.
He actually had to pull out of the show. I think his wife's doing the show, but he had to pull out with some health issues. He's in the hospital.
Oh, geez. Victor Martinez. Victor had emergency surgery.
Yeah, and
I'm going to assume it's heart related. When it's emergency surgery, what else could it be?
Yeah, it's hard. It's just, it is, man. Like when you get in your 50s, it's kind of like you're just dodging stuff. Dude, she made major improvements from this show. Like, so she's on my Facebook page with Keith.
Yeah,
it'll be a different look. Maybe not so much because she may be a little bit stressed out, but the muscle size I think is going to be a lot different than what you're seeing here. Like I expect her to do very, very well.
Well, there's only 6 women in bodybuilding, and so she's top 6 already.
Yeah, that's true.
So, she's got a very complete physique. Look at that.
Great structure, trains her ass off. Family, like they got kids and stuff like that too. So, you respect when you have a family and do this, it's hard. Like you got to respect anyone that's got like kids and got a real life and still able to put the time in to do this.
I'd say unless your kids are like 21 or over, if they're already grown, like I can't say, well, I have kids. They're freaking grown ass people now. But if these kids of theirs are even like teenagers, that's a lot of work.
Dude, it's so hard.
That's a lot of stress. Teenagers are very stressful.
Teenagers and getting your meals in and feeding them.
She looks like she's tall, but everybody looks tall to me.
The delts are crazy. They're capped off. So, but yeah, it's when you have like kind of stress, with spousal stress, like I can't imagine.
There's Keith.
doing a show, but you put your head down and grind it out. You know what I'm saying, and get it done. God bless you.
Yeah, I mean, a show is stressful enough, but when your husband's in, do you know what happened to him? Do you have any idea?
I didn't really. I saw him in the hospital bed. I didn't really read. Scrolling through. I probably should have read better.
Well,
all.
A lot of times they don't tell you what's going on anyway.
Yeah.
Which is understandable. People deserve their privacy. I think. I understand the figures, but they know
they're human though. Like they're still people, right?
Yeah. Well, the problem is with bodybuilding is if it is heart related, you're just going to get all these ignorant steroids. It's because of all the drugs, and maybe those probably did play a part. But you know what? If it was your brother that had a heart attack, or your father, or your, what I mean, you wouldn't be feeling that way.
Yeah, and plus, like we just never know what like somebody like what kind of physical condition they may have, some kind of underlying condition that we don't even know about. right? So I respect people that don't put their business, like their health stuff out there. You know what I mean? It's weird because like people do, but like HIPAA won't even do that.
Right. Yeah. You can't even get people's medical records.
No, at all. But people are like, "Hey, I'm in the hospital. I got a catheter." Okay,
You have to subpoena that.
Yeah, thanks for sharing. Perfect. It's gonna be a long show. It's gonna be it's gonna be a long ass show.
It's gonna be a long show. I didn't look at the schedule. It might be Tim's shows are usually 2-day shows, so it might be going on. They probably have all the masters going on today and then the open classes tomorrow.
Yeah. I know for Tam, we've got Thursdays the masters, Fridays like the ladies, and the 212. But yeah, Tim shows though. Remember when the pros are done, it's like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock still.
Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's great. The sun's out.
So who else is in 212? Does Slavoj do it? No. I'm just trying to think if there's anyone else here in this. I don't recognize any of these other names really.
And it was crazy. You know they're good though.
Of course. I mean, as much as we talk shit, it's so easy to get a pro card now. The majority of people who have pro cards have really, really good physiques. It's we probably focus on the negative. Like once in a while when there's someone who gets a pro card that doesn't belong up there, I think I tend to focus too much on them. It's just like you can get 1,000 compliments on how great you look on Instagram, and one person says you look like shit, and that's the comment you're going to remember, and you're going to think about it all day, and it's going to keep you up at night. So most of these people are really good. I actually will take a look at Walter. Let's look at. I want to look at Walter and Slavoj because they're good dudes. I know both of them.
Dude, isn't Walter Smith's doing the show too?
Walter Martin.
Walter Martin he's doing the show too.
Yeah, I don't know why he's not doing the Open 212. Oh, maybe he
can't. I don't know. I know he's going to Tokyo soon in a couple weeks.
Yeah, he's getting ready for Olympia.
Milos. He's actually working with Milos now.
Oh wow, good for him.
Yeah, I messaged him. He said like he's great. He's eating tons of food, everything. Just he loves it.
Look at that car. It's 73 Pontiac.
Yeah, it is.
Beautiful. They don't make them like that anymore, obviously.
No.
Yeah. So Walter. Is that a tattoo on his
skin? Wait, you gotta share your screen, bro.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, share this tab. Okay, now you see. So yeah, what is that on his head?
It's a tattoo.
Is that a lion?
I think it is.
I can't really tell what it is, but yeah, he's got his skull tattooed. Yeah, he looks phenomenal.
He was in a great spot after Detroit.
Yeah, he's a lion. Look at that. That's beautiful.
Can you imagine that? How much it would hurt?
That's commitment right there.
Oh my God.
You can't be like intoxicated. You can't be on the influence of anything when you get a tattoo.
No.
You're supposed to just live with the pain.
No, not in your head, bro.
Oh, that has to hurt because the thinner your skin, the more. Like I've had some the forearm where it didn't hurt that much at all. Like the one on the back of my neck killed.
The inside, like right here on this part of your hand, did feel that really. That wasn't fun.
So Walter getting ready for Old Man Muscle. He'll be in the Masters Olympia in Tokyo.
Yeah, dude, he looks great, man. Super nice guy too. He looks phenomenal.
Jim,
like I'm really the fullness. He's better than Detroit for sure.
Yeah, well, they made his own flyer up with him there.
Yeah,
nice.
It's gonna be awesome, man. I'm looking for it. Happy for him. Super happy for him.
Now I believe he's got a glass eye, which
48.
He's up there. He's not 50 yet, but he's
no. That is so odd.
That's the car before it was done. He said it was a lot of work. Next time he wouldn't get a car that needed that much work because apparently restoring a car like that is. Can you imagine just trying to find the parts and everything?
No, it's like trying to find like Cybex equipment.
my gym. Oh, that's funny. Everyone was doing these things a few months ago. Remember?
Like a year ago. That.
Did you do one?
I think you did. No, but I found Manny's got these. She got a new phone, so we do filters. I love filters. My face. I look like I'm 25. I look like a model, dude.
I'm afraid to use that.
Oh, it's great. My cheeks are my jaw's square. Look beautiful.
Some Gilco 4K footage of Walter. Thank goodness.
I think he's gonna crush this look at the Masters. I think he's gonna look probably a little bit bigger. And I think his condition will be a lot better. Like not that he wasn't in shape here.
Yeah,
the condition was excellent. But I think all extra food and just stay on the diet longer, even though it sucks so bad to diet that long.
So it's Detroit.
Your body just
You could tell from the backdrop that was Detroit.
Yeah. Perfect backdrop, isn't it?
I mean, I know the sponsors wouldn't be too keen on it, but yeah, black backdrops are awesome, man. So
It just highlights the physique so well.
And I'll tell you, for any of you guys who have YouTube channels and you're making graphics, anytime you do like a screenshot and you're trying to get rid of the background, it's almost impossible when they have all that flashy shit behind them to do the background eliminator.
Yeah.
But this, it's so easy. I know, a little minor point, but I love that backdrop. So Walter looks phenomenal. Great job. I'm looking forward to him at the Masters too.
Oh yeah, man.
Bill Clayhar training very, very hard. I talk to him every week. All right, and last guy I'll look at, unless someone has anyone, another Masters guy. What country is Slavoj from? Slavoj. I have to look at the list to tell you the country. Slavoj is from. I lost him. Is it 40 plus? Yeah, I'm sorry, Czech Republic. So, just like, look at that.
Jesus, dude.
That was Chicago.
That's
Pro. That was last year's Chicago Pro.
That's just such a great look, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, he gets in great shape. He's thick, dense. He's the epitome. If you imagine, you know, when we were kids in the magazines, we'd see like the World Amateur Championships coverage.
Yeah.
And I remember always being amazed at these people from the Eastern Bloc countries like Poland and Czech Republic and Bulgaria. I'm like, damn. Because that was before like the Middle East sort of took over.
Oh yeah, they were always that real grainy, hard, like European look to them.
Yeah, and I was saying, why don't the American guys look like this?
Yeah, it was a different look than American guys.
Yeah, I probably just suffered more. I mean, that's all it is.
Yeah, that's all it weird was. Dude. Like we thought they had some magic like primo ball or some shit like that. It was the same shit.
I've told this story many times, but I love telling because Dennis Wolf told me, you know, because we always thought the people in Germany, Russia, they had all these drugs that we didn't have in the USA, right?
Yeah.
Dennis says, we thought that about you guys. We always said those Americans must have these crazy drugs. So everybody thinks that about everybody else, basically.
All the same shit.
Yeah, it is. It's not.
How old is he?
Well, he's in the over 40 class.
Jesus.
Over 40.
Look at that shit, man.
I mean, that's
just
stripy
delts.
delts. Stripy delts, like Joel says.
Thick, dense. And just that time, dude, the time, the longer you train, the better that look's going to be. If you can stay healthy and just stick with that, that's called graininess. That's what grainy is.
Yeah. So him and Walter are both in the over 40, 212 division. Is it 212 or open? No, I'm sorry. It's just open men bodybuilding, but you have to be 40. So it's master.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So he's not in the over 45, but that doesn't mean he's not at least 45.
Right. Exactly.
He just might have chose, you know, not everybody does every damn division.
Dude, you know what's funny? Like, remember back in the 90s, like the Masters and Nationals, they always had like the guys were kind of just, they weren't great.
Yeah.
Like Steve Everson won one year, and you know what I mean? Jeff Everson won one year, and they were just like, eh. But all of a sudden, like when they started giving that pro card out, shit just exploded.
Yeah, you're right. It was not a pro qualifier in the many years ago. It was just like a regular show for older guys.
Yeah, and it showed.
Yeah, and the reason I bring that up, why that's really relevant, is because that guy that was doing all the dancing and he pointed his crotch that went viral. So Nick Walker was giving him a pass because he says the guy's 50 years old. I'm like, dude, you make 50-year-old guys in bodybuilding look incredible, amazing. Yeah. That's no excuse. Sorry.
John Hansen wasn't like dancing on stage, was he? He's 62.
I didn't see the routine, but I'm assuming he didn't.
No. Very classic posing.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that really motivated me to see him do that.
You know, it's funny. He may do the Tampa. He could do the Tampa show.
I mean, why isn't he even doing this one? Well, I guess he just turned pro yesterday.
Yeah.
So it would have been too quick of a turnaround. I understand. But yeah, I mean, yeah, Tampa. If I were him, I would hop right into Tampa because I'm sure they have over 60.
Oh yeah, yeah. Dude, he could probably do over 50. That condition.
Hell yeah. So
he was shredded.
Slavoj.
Sounds good.
That is it. I don't know if there's a web stream, guys. Yeah, this tab. Competitor.
I believe there is one. If I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me though.
Let's go to Tim's website.
When you say I think so, they say don't quote me means you really don't know. It's like
Yeah, don't quote me. Yeah, there is one. There is one. So let me share that info. This is on, in case you guys want to watch it, and I encourage you to support the promoters.
Yes.
Still costs them a lot of damn money to put these shows on. So the website you want to go to is timgardnerproductions.com. And it's on the homepage right there, Chicago Pro live stream. Next thing I'm going to ask is, well, Ron, how much does it cost? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's take a look. Because the one for a couple of weeks ago was like $70 for that.
Was it?
The Italy show?
Damn, was it really?
It was. I don't know how many buys they got on that. Okay, that was confusing. I tried to find the price. Watch live stream. Oh, that's watching one. I don't know. Anyway, guys, if you want to buy it, I don't know what it costs, but check it out. You can find out. It's not that hard to find out.
It's there.
It's up on timgardnerproductions.com. No open class, but they do have 212, classic physique, men's physique, all the women's divisions. Do they even have, was there even fitness?
I don't know. They usually do have fit.
That would be a stretch.
They have fitness in Tampa. You know what I mean? Maybe they got rid of it.
Let me see. I'm curious because, okay, so the divisions that they have men's bodybuilding for masters divisions, 212, classic, a lot of classic. Physique, men's physique. They have women's bodybuilding open, women's physique open, women's figure, of course, women's bikini, physique, women's physique, wellness, and there's no fitness. Yeah, I mean,
no shit.
Hard to find. I mean, there's not that many fitness competitors anymore.
No, and they're off the Olympia.
It's the toughest. It's the toughest division by far.
It's ridiculously hard, dude. Ridiculously hard.
They have to look amazing and flip around with like 4% body fat and dehydrated.
And smile.
But we've seen people tear hamstrings on stage, tear ACL, MCLs, ACLs. Oh,
Jesus, dude.
Right in front of you. Ooh, it's scary.
Brutal.
You hit the ground and they don't get up.
No, pay them more.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, it's been over an hour, guys. So all of you who hung out with us on this fine Friday afternoon, appreciate it. Big Mike Cox, aka Bull Stanton. Now, one of you got the Bull Stanton reference. Shame. Bunch of kids out there.
Yeah, blame Flex Magazine for breaking the news.
A pro bodybuilder named Chris Duffy in the 90s had a brief career as a gay porn star, and that was the name, his screen name or his stage name in the porns was Bull Stanton. So
I am just used name only, have not participated in that. However, if that's what you choose to do, hey, judgment free zone.
Yeah. We did show classic physique, Karen. This isn't, I don't know if she might have thought we're showing the actual contest. We're not. I don't know. So we actually, if you watch this in the replay, we did cover a few of the classic physique guys, a couple of them anyway. But anyway, yeah, that's it, man. I want to thank you, Mike, as always. And guys,
thank you, brother.
Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm so close to 10,000. I'll just be a happy little camper. I could say I have 10,000 subscribers now. I just need another 2 million. And I'll be good. So that's it, man. Thank you, Mike. Thanks everybody for watching. Have an awesome weekend, and we'll see you guys later.